Hello, it's Andrew Bell, AbleSim here with another Open the Box video to showcase my project management, games, activities, simulations. And this time it's the new Hangar project simulation. Comes in a box like this, free UK shipping. This is packaged, ready to go. Just make your purchase. I'll put your name and address there. Unpack the box and you have a sturdy plastic box just right for your bookshelf, your bookcase, and it's a one-off fee. You will own this simulation. You can use it as many times as you like for cohorts in different years, for different groups, for different teams. This activity, the new Hangar project, can fill 2 hours of your contact time. And again, at the end of that, you could get some personal reflection from the students, from the participants as part of an assessment. It's engaging as an activity, active learning, experiential learning, learning by doing, whatever you want to call it. Students love activities. They're very engaging. They lead to increased student satisfaction over other teaching methods. Now, the new Hangar project is suitable for 5 teams of 6 students. So if you've got a cohort of around 30, then that's absolutely perfect. You could put more students in a team. We know that you do get passengers when you have a large number of students. At one university I teach, the tables are triangular and you can get 3 students on each side. So you can get 9 in a team if that's possible. Latecomers, you can treat those as note takers or observers or timekeepers. So you could do more than 30 students. Now this is the new Hangar project. It's a practical test of project management work breakdown structures and project management risk analysis. The students have to analyze the situation, they have to create a work breakdown structure, they have to identify risks. So those topics should have been taught before running this activity. Which team will complete the Hangar for the least cost? So say it takes around 90 minutes to run this exercise. A few minutes at the start to set up and 20 minutes for feedback at the end. This is going to fill one of your 2-hour tutorial seminar type sessions. Let's take a deeper look inside the new Hangar project. Okay, so we're going to open the box for the new Hangar simulation. Let's remove the lid, see what's inside. We have a 12-sided dice. I'll explain the use of that shortly. We have a USB stick. Now this contains PDFs of all the documents that I'm about to show you. It includes a PowerPoint to start running the simulation, and it also includes a spreadsheet because that's where we're going to enter our group results to see which team is the best. So let's have a look at what's inside here. We've got a glossy flyer of the new Hangar simulation. We've got a content sheet just to make sure that everything is back in place at the end of the day. This time we've got one facilitator information pack and we've got 5 team packs. So this is suitable for 5 teams. If you have 6 in a team, that will be 30 students. Now I'm going to start off by looking at a team pack, and the first thing they will have is the team instructions telling them exactly what they're going to do. Now I recommend that that's the only document you leave in the team pack, and you give them 5 minutes for that, and then you hand out the other documents at 5-minute intervals. And again, this prevents students being overwhelmed with information. I have a very simple project charter, which tells them what they should be doing, what the project's called, what their project's objectives are, and who the project stakeholders are. There's an end date, and there's some key costs, and there's some high level risks mentioned. Again, high quality, glossy. Stakeholder reports. Now this explains the stakeholder reports. It says that there's 5 stakeholders: a maintenance manager, the construction company, the airline management, the airport, and the facilities manager. And again, these are going to be delivered every 5 minutes to stop information overload. Now, the 5 stakeholder reports that I have here can be asked for in any order. So the first group might say, we want the stakeholder report from the management, so Stephen Ainsworth, and then you'd give them this. They would read through this brief, they would highlight what needs to be done, they'd highlight potential risks, and after 5 minutes they should come back and ask for another of the stakeholder reports. So after around 25 minutes, they will have all of the information without being overwhelmed. Now, what they should do with that information is 2 things. They should create a work breakdown structure. So some post-it notes or a whiteboard, very useful. Or if you're using an online system, something like Miro as a shared collaborative post-it note system. They should create a work breakdown structure and identify risks on this project. Let's have a look at the facilitator information pack now. Again, a folder in quality card. We've got the facilitator instructions, which explains how to set up the teams, what to distribute first, what to do with the stakeholder sheets. Give them up to 50 minutes to create a work breakdown structure. Then after that, the answers are put into a spreadsheet. Project management is not about luck. However, there are a lot of unknowns in project management. Will it rain? Will there be high winds? Will this piece of equipment break down? Now, I've seen simulations that do that with random numbers in Excel. I've chosen to simulate the randomness with a dice. 12-sided dice for interest. What the delegates do is we ask them questions about their project plan, and through these 9 steps, and then each team will perhaps roll the dice to determine the outcome or the duration for that task. There's some help here on those 9 steps and the effect it's going to have on the project. So there's some rationale behind the decisions and the chances of things happening. Again, the spreadsheet is going to produce a best team. It's going to produce results for the fastest team and the cheapest team, and also the best team. So there's some information on what is a good result there. There's an example of a potential risk log. These are the 9 main risks that they should have identified, and its impacts and probability and what they should do about it. Now, these risks come out of reading the stakeholder reports. And there's a risk map indicating that 2 of these risks particularly have got a high probability and a high impact. They should also have created a work breakdown structure. So here is a potential work breakdown structure. If they've identified the task on their work breakdown structure, that is really their decision about how they're going to approach the project. So for instance, there is going to be a snowstorm. Are they going to hire a snowblower, or are they going to risk it? Now, if there's a task on here that says hire snowblower, then we clearly know how they're approaching that risk. Some support and legal information. The project review, again, the project management review, what went well, why did it go well? And also some review about the simulation. Did you get your objectives clear? Was the work breakdown structure good enough? Was the risk map detailed enough? Was there leadership? Was there team working? And then to help the teams, some items for photocopying on paper. First of all, the feedback form for after the session, a risk log that can be photocopied and reused. I've got a couple of those here, and a blank risk map. And that is the new Hangar simulation. It's a little bit more detailed than the garden project and Project Confusion. So it can take up to 2 hours to run it, and you have to have taught some work breakdown structure theory and some risk management theory before the simulation starts. So that's the new Hangar project. I hope you enjoyed understanding what that simulation is all about. If you're interested, email me, andrew@ablesim.com, and this could be winging its way to you, free UK delivery. Thank you.